we are live. I hope we're live. Do me a favor. If you can see me and hear me, just go ahead and tell us in the comments that we are live. It always makes me a little bit nervous when we start these things. Once in a while, you know, we think we're live and then we're not live. And then I'm just talking to a camera, I'm talking to myself. And I like to make sure that there are people out there listening and hearing what I'm saying and that you can hear okay. So if you can just put a comment in there and let us know that you can hear me and see me, that would be really great. So today is Monday, May, what's the date?
30th.
30th. Wow. Can you believe it's the end of May? Monday, May 30th. And it's a beautiful day here. I live on the East Coast of the United States, and we are actually celebrating Memorial Day here in the United States. And if you're not in the U.S., wherever you're tuning in from probably has, I'm thinking, a similar type of holiday. Memorial Day is when we honor those who have died fighting for the freedom of our country. So just want to say thank you, especially to everybody who has served. If you have family members who have served and especially given that greatest sacrifice, thank you so much. We do truly appreciate you. So anyway, today we are talking about our latest block of the month. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know, we've been doing these block of the month. We've been doing a free block of the month every year. We didn't do one in 2020. We actually switched and did silver linings in 2020, which you guys might remember that too, because if you remember, things were kind of weird in 2020. So we kind of switched things around, but we've been doing a free block of the month pretty much every year for, I want to say 8, maybe even 9 years now. I should probably go and count how many block of the months we've done. So we do one every year, and we are getting ready to, today we are kicking off our brand new block of the month, which is called the Secret Fairy Garden. And there's really nothing secret about it because you're going to see the whole quilt today, but I was thinking about it. I was thinking about maybe, you know, a secret fairy garden where there were maybe like little fairies and creatures and flowers and mushrooms, kind of like, you know, sometimes you're walking in a park or a garden and you kind of come across like this little, I don't know, like a little nook that's just like you didn't expect it. You come around the bend or you go through an archway and you see this like little nook of something that you really didn't expect, and it's just like totally delights you. So that's kind of why I named it Secret, because I was thinking hopefully it will be just like such a beautiful, nice, delightful surprise for anybody who sees this quilt. And hopefully while you are making it, you will also feel delighted and have fun making it. So today's a really good day to kick this one off because we are ending the Joyful Spring Sew Along today. So the patterns have already gone out. They were actually supposed to go out this morning, and my husband Chris said it's the last week. Let's just do it a day early. So everybody should have gotten their email yesterday with their patterns for the Joyful Spring Sew Along. So that one's ending today officially. Now those patterns will be available through June 18th. So if you haven't downloaded your patterns yet, make sure you go download the patterns and print them out as soon as we're done here, because those links will be deactivated on June 18th. And then the pattern will be for sale. But if you want the free version, you got to get that before June 18th. And if you are a club member, don't worry about it, because they will be on, those patterns will be on the club website, you know, forever, indefinitely. So if you're a club member, you don't have to worry about running and downloading those patterns right away. So that was the first thing that I wanted to cover today, just to make sure I didn't forget. So another important big thing is we are going to be giving away a kit today for this block of the month, and it's really super cute. So just in a few minutes, I'm going to tell you how to enter that giveaway, and we're going to be giving that away by the end of the Facebook Live today. And we have a couple different versions of the kit, so the winner's going to get to choose which version they want to. So just in just a few minutes, I'm going to tell you how we're going to run that giveaway. So, you know, our block of the months, you get one block per month via email. And how we work it is we're going to give you the link. You're going to go and sign up. Now, even if you're on our regular newsletter list, or if you're in our So Quilty Friends Facebook group, you need to go and sign up with that special link to get on the special list for the block of the month. We don't just send it to everybody on our list. It only goes to the people who have specifically told us that they want that block of the month pattern. Again, if you're a club member, you don't have to sign up because those patterns are going to be on the club website. But for everybody else, just make sure you sign up today and tell all your friends about it. It's great fun to sew along with people, and then you're going to get the block pattern in your email once a month. And another thing to note, if you've been following me for a long time, every other sew along we've done, we've sent out the patterns on the first Monday. We're changing it up a little bit. This time it's going to be the last Monday of the month. So the first pattern is going to come out on July 25th. And I think if you go over to our frequently asked questions page, it has the entire schedule for when all the blocks are going to get sent out and all of that. So you just want to maybe bookmark that frequently asked questions page, and then you'll have all of your answers there. You can just, put all those dates in your calendar, and you'll know exactly, what we're, when we're sending everything out for this. So July 25th, it's going to run through November, so it's only 5 months. We're going to send out some other information after. When you sign up, you get a welcome email, and then you'll be getting some other information too. So let's see. I'm going to take a breath because I'm talking really fast. East Coast girl here, we talk fast. Okay, so you're going to get the patterns every month, and it's going to be for one block, and you're also going to get applique and hand embroidery patterns. So you're going to have 3 different ways you can make this kit. You can do hand embroidery or applique, and those patterns will be included in your free patterns every month. We also have some pre-printed, we have a kit which has the pre-printed panels in it, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. So maybe I should just show you guys the quilt and show you what we're going to be working on. I've shown you a couple little snippets. Club members, I think you've already seen, I think I sent a, I think I sent you guys a photo already of the entire quilt. But for everybody else who isn't in the Art of Home Club, I'm going to show you the quilt right now. This quilt is 48 by 56. So it's a lap size. It's great for like a twin bed or a toddler bed or something like that. It's also really pretty, like if you just want something really springy and summery to kind of like put over the corner of a sofa or a chair or something. The colors in this are so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking and just show you already, because I know you all want to see the quilt. So this is the Secret Fairy Garden Quilts Block of the Month 2022. Here we are. Okay, I don't think you can see the whole thing, so I'm going to just fold it. All right, hopefully you could see most or all of the quilt. We'll be putting out some photos so you can see the whole entire quilt, but I just wanted you to see, isn't this pretty? Do you love the colors? I just love the colors in this. So I think maybe now what we'll do is, I'm going to tell you how to enter the giveaway so you guys can start doing your comments to enter the giveaway. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the quilt and my inspiration, how I designed it and everything. So to enter the giveaway, what you're going to do is tell us in the comments here on this Facebook Live where you are tuning in from, city, state, country, whatever information you want to give us, but give us an idea of where you're tuning in from and tell us what you are doing today. So if you're in the U.S., maybe you are headed to a barbecue or a cookout, or maybe you're hosting one. Maybe you are sewing, you're in your sewing room. Maybe you're just hanging out watching movies because maybe it's hot where you are and you just want to be in the air conditioning today. That's kind of what we're doing today. It was really nice Saturday and Sunday here today, kind of hot, air conditioning's on. It's definitely going to be like a good movie afternoon for us when we're done doing this. So so to enter the giveaway, tell us where you're tuning in from, what you're doing today, and in a little while, towards the end of this Facebook Live, we're just going to randomly, from all of those comments, we're going to choose one winner, and you're going to get the kit of your choice sent to you. And I will show you what those kits are because we have 2 different kits. Okay, let me show you the quilt one more time. So, let me tell you a little bit about the fabric. The fabric is really what inspired me with this quilt. I saw this little fairy fabric, and I'm gonna hold the quilt closer to the camera, and hopefully you'll be able to see it a little better. Can you see that, like the light blue fabric with all of the little fairies on it in the garden? And then it also has this dark blue, and I'm going to show you, I used it for the backing on this, so I'm going to show you the backing so you can just get a better idea. It's got like these little mushroom houses, like houses that are made out of mushrooms, and flowers and ferns. It's even got little hummingbirds on it. I mean, it's so stinking cute. So I saw this. It takes forever to design these block on the buttons, because first I have to think about like what the theme is going to be, how we're going to lay out the blocks. Then I've got to find fabric, and a lot of times I'll find a fabric that I think is really great, but the timing on it isn't quite right. Either it's a little bit too late to order. We have to order a lot of it for the kits that we do. So if it's already been out, if the manufacturer released it a while ago, they might not have enough of it for what we need. If it's coming out too late, we don't have time to cut and fold all of our kits, so I can't use it. So the timing on the fabric has a really big influence on what we do as far as the quilt design and the kits, because you know the fabric definitely influences the design of the quilt. So I saw this fabric with the little fairies and strawberries and flowers on it, mushrooms, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so cute. And the timing on it was going to be perfect to get as much as we needed and get it in on time. It was a little bit late because, you know, everything's late now. Like everything is late. So it was a little bit late. I think maybe a month or 6 weeks late, but that wasn't, compared to some of the delays, that was not terrible, and we had time to get everything together for you. So, so that is how that was my inspiration. So then, of course, you know, it has fairies in it. I had to do a fairy block. So you see this fairy, this is the pre-printed panel, which will be available in one of the kits if you want to get that. If you don't want to get one of the kits, that's fine. You can use your own fabric, and then you'll get the patterns to either applique or hand embroider this. We've got strawberries, and I don't know where you are, but right now where we are, it is strawberry season. Like the strawberries are just coming out. So this is like one of my favorite times of year because it's strawberry season. We've got little flowers. We've got mushrooms, because you know I showed you the fabric that had the mushrooms in it, so I had to work in some of these mushrooms. So that's kind of the story behind the quilt. Oh, there's this really cute print with the strawberries too. You can see that. So anyway. So the fabrics, I just love these fabrics. I just think they're so cute. I think this is a beautiful quilt. All right, so I'm going to put this down for now. I'm going to show it to you again, maybe towards the end, for anybody who's tuning in late. So if you did tune in late, we are in the middle of our giveaway. If you put in the comments right now where you're tuning in from and what you are doing today, in a little while towards the end of this Facebook Live, we are going to choose a comment at random, and that person is going to receive the kit of their choice. So, Chris, do we have any questions so far? No? Okay.
It's going so fast.
The comments are going so fast. I'll tell you what, if you have a question, put it in the comments and we will try to maybe find all the questions later. If not, you can always email us. We do have our email address at the top of this video in the description. It's comments@jacquelineSteves.com. Just send us an email and we will get back to you. Good time to point out that as far as email is concerned, we respond to all the emails. So if you don't get a response from us, that means that our answer is probably sitting in your spam folder, or if you have Gmail, it's in your promotions tab. Same thing when you go to sign up for this, you should almost immediately get a welcome email from us. If you don't get that welcome email, go check your spam folder, your Gmail promotions folder, mark it not spam, mark it that you want to get these emails in your inbox, so because that's the same address. It's going to come from the same email address as when you get your patterns. So you want to make sure that you're teaching your email program, your inbox, that you want to get the emails from comments@jacquelinesteves.com. Inboxes, they're like little robots and they learn things, and so you have to kind of teach them which emails you want and which ones you don't want. And sometimes, even though you tell them over and over and over again that you want an email, they will still put the stuff in spam. I don't know. That's just the way it is. So anyway, so let's talk about, so the quilt, I don't know if I said already, was 48 by 56. It is a great beginner project. If you haven't done a lot of quilting, if you know like the very basics of quilting, like how to use a rotary cutter, how to do your cutting, and how to do a 1/4 inch seam allowance, you can do this quilt. It's actually very simple. It looks complicated because of the way it's laid out. I will show you again. I mean, you're going to wow your friends when they see this because they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you made that. And you're going to say, well, yes, I did. It looks complicated, but it's really not. I mean, the blocks are really simple. Anybody who's done our patterns, I mean, you could, if you want to comment what you think of our patterns, whether you've done our block of the months, or if you're in the Art of Home Club, our patterns are super, super easy to follow. Because I write them for me, basically. I have a really hard time following standard quilt patterns the way they're written. So I started writing patterns just the way, kind of like the way my brain thinks and the way my brain sees things. So there's a lot of diagrams, a lot of color diagrams, lots and lots of instructions. So I think that you're really going to like doing this pattern. It's going to be fun because there's nothing more frustrating than sitting down and being really excited about a project and then getting totally confused by it and you just get frustrated and you put the whole thing aside and you don't come back to it. We never ever want that to happen. So we make our patterns like super easy to follow. So no matter what level you are, you're going to have fun and enjoy this. Okay. So let's see. Chris has a note for me. Club members, you do not need to sign up. Right. Yes, if you're a club member, it's going to be on the club member website. Everybody else needs to sign up at that link that we're going to give you. And the kits are available now. We've got them already. So if you order today, we're going to start shipping. We'll start shipping tomorrow. Now, it depends on how many orders we get in. We get a huge influx of orders all today or tomorrow, all at the same time. It's going to take the ladies a couple days to catch up. But really, by the end of this week, we should be really moving and grooving on shipping out those kits. And we don't start until July, so plenty of time for you to get that kit when you order it this week. So let me show you the kit. I mentioned that we have two different kinds of kits. We've got the basic, and we've got the deluxe. And I will tell you the difference between the two. And also, before I forget, we are having an early bird special this week. So today through next Sunday, $16 off the kit if you buy it in the next week. The link is in the Facebook description. Yeah, definitely want to say a big shout out to all the ladies in our office who put these kits together. They have worked so hard. So big shout out to Debbie, Lydia, and Jen, and Judy and Robin who worked on putting these kits together. Thank you so much. You guys do such a nice job with these. So kit number one, we'll do the basic kit first. Basic kit, you're going to get all of these really pretty fabrics. You're going to get your blue with the little mushroom houses. You're going to get this one, which is kind of like a coral color. And by the way, both of the kits, you get the binding. So the coral is going to be your binding on both of those. We've also got this pretty green, which we're calling honeydew, because it reminded me of the inside of a honeydew melon. We've got a cute plaid. I'm a sucker for plaid. I just love plaid, and especially in these summer colors. Then you've got your little strawberry print. You've got this one we're calling mint. It's kind of dark mint color. You've got the light blue, which, I mean, how cute is that? With the little fairies on it and the strawberries, and they're kind of flying amongst the flowers. I mean, it's just adorable. And there's the dark blue. And then you're also going to get the white. Now, the white is for your block backgrounds. So, let me show you the quilts again and tell you what I mean. All right. So let's say you get the basic kit because you want to do applique or hand embroidery. You're going to get just the white fabric, and then with the patterns, you're going to either applique or hand embroider this center block. You're not going to get the panels with the basic kit. One thing to mention, if you get the basic kit, you're going to have to fill in a little bit for applique fabrics from your stash, or you can go to your local quilt shop and get some fat eighths. If you've got a friend who quilts, you could just swap some scraps. You don't need a lot of scraps. I really debated whether to put the applique fabrics in this kit. And ultimately, I decided not to because you need such a little bit that it was going to, the amount of time to cut apart all those little pieces of fabric for applique and put them in, fold them and put them in the kits, it was going to just really greatly increase the cost of the kit. And I thought most people have applique like little fabrics in their stash that they could use. So if you order the basic kit, you won't get the applique fabrics, but you're going to get a list of all the fabrics that you will need. So you can immediately, as soon as you get your kit, just go into your stash, pull out a few fabrics that you can use to finish the applique, or you've got plenty of time to run to the store and see if you can find a few fabrics for applique. You just need like fat eighths or fat quarters or scraps. Now, a couple of the fabrics you can use for applique, like the two greens, like the honeydew and the mint, you could definitely use those for applique. The strawberry, if it's a little piece, you could cut right from like the background, the pink part of the backgrounds. Same thing with this dark blue. I maybe wouldn't, I would try to avoid the part with the mushroom, but then just cut from the background. When I'm doing applique, I like to use fabrics that, or like this coral would be great for the applique too. I like to use fabrics that are like solid or tone on tone, because if you're using a bigger print for an applique piece, if it's a smallish kind of an applique piece, it's going to be really busy. That pattern is going to get really busy. Sometimes that works. Like on that little fairy, she's wearing a dress. If you've got a little print that you want to use for her dress, maybe even like this blue, you could do that. It would be cute. But I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. That while some of these fabrics that you've got in your kit you can use for the applique, you're probably going to want to fill in a little bit from your stash on some solids and some tone-on tones to kind of just round out the applique portion of the quilt. So that's the basic kit. Basic kit has everything for the blocks, the white backgrounds for hand embroidery or applique, and it has the binding. Okay, basic kit. The deluxe kit has all of that, everything that I just mentioned. It's got all of the fabrics for the piecing. It's got a little bit of white, because you do need a little bit of white for piecing some of the blocks, like the star blocks. But then your deluxe kit is going to include the pre-printed panel. So you're going to get 3 large and 4 small pre-printed designs that are going to go right in the middle of those blocks. So if you're in a hurry, or if you just don't like doing hand applique or hand embroidery, you can get the kits with the panels in it. We are not at this time selling just the panels. So if you want the panel, that only comes in conjunction with the kit. But get it this week with the early bird price, and it's a really good deal. If you are a member of the Art of Home Club, you can use your 10% discount on the early bird price. So you get like a double discount. So you're getting the best possible price on the kit, okay? So if you want to do hand embroidery or applique, choose the basic kit. If you want to do the quilt with the panels, choose the deluxe kit. There's only a few dollars difference. Now I wanted to show you one idea that I had, because I know a lot of you like to do hand embroidery. And I didn't finish this, but I started this the other day, and it started to come out. It came out really cute. What I did was, with the panels, I just got some embroidery floss, and hopefully you can see this. I started to embroider the outlines. Can you see the embroidery I put on there? I started to embroider the outlines of the pre-printed panel. So, and there's the back. You can see my embroidery on the back. So, if you like this idea, if you order your kit now, you will have your kit in a few days, maybe a week, and you will have a really good head start on starting to embroider the panel. If you're doing the hand embroidery without the panel, those embroidery and applique patterns will come out with each block, so you'll have to wait a little while till that block comes out, and then you get your embroidery pattern to work with it. But I just wanted to show you, because I thought this was a really cool idea, because the quilt we did just with the panels. Super cute just as is, but then I thought, oh my gosh, if you wanted to add the embroidery to the pre-printed panel, it's kind of like the best of both worlds, right? Because you've got the extra color of the panel, of the pre-printed panel, and then you've got the texture of the embroidery. So that's just an idea. You don't have to do it that way, but I just wanted to show you that. And then finally, as far as things we have available, we also have, whenever we do a block of the month, for the last, I want to say like 5 years, we've done a coordinating quilt label. because I just think it's cute if the back of the quilt matches the front of the quilt. So we've got these little quilt labels that coordinate with the quilts, and we have those available too. And I think that we probably have the link for these in the description as well. These are very affordable. I think they're like $8.50, and you get 9 or 10 labels. So you'll use one for this quilt, and then if you make like, I don't know, a quilt, a pillow to go with it or whatever, you have a little tag, a little label to put on the back. So those are the quilt labels. Let's see. Do we have any other questions? Oh, we have a couple questions. Yes, fabric requirements will be out before July 25th. The fabric requirements we're going to do towards the end of June. So you're going to have almost a full month to get your fabrics if you decide to to use your own fabrics for this. Let's see. How... I can't read that. Chris, he wrote the questions down that you guys had in the comments, and he's trying to show them to me. I was like, I can't read your handwriting.
How to become a member of the club.
Oh, how to become a member of the club. Okay, so we just... It's theartofhomeclub.com, and maybe we'll put that link in the description too. We just closed. We open about 4 times per year to new members, and we just did that last week or the week before. So go to theartofhomeclub.com and just get your name on the waiting list, and then as soon as we open up again, which I believe we're doing, I forget, it's sometime coming up this summer we're going to open up again. I forget when we said we were going to do that. But get on the waiting list, because then you'll find out as soon as we, open up the club, you'll be the first to find out that we're opening up the club. Do we have any other questions? Backing is not included. Oh, that's why I wanted to show you. We have backing kits. And for anybody, I don't know if people are coming in late, we are doing a giveaway on that kit. So remember, there's the basic kit, the deluxe kit. The winner is going to choose which one they would like, which kit. They can either get the one with the panels or the one for the applique and the embroidery. Backing kits. The last few years, when we have offered coordinating backing kits, they have just like flown out the door, and we ran out. So I have tried to order enough backing kits. That being said, this fabric is so darn cute. If I was getting the kit, I would definitely want the backing kit. There are 6 different fabrics that we have available. We've got the little mushroom houses on the darker blue with the hummingbirds and flowers and ferns. We've got the strawberry prints, which is just so sweet. Honestly, if you've got like leftovers of this, wouldn't it be cute like to make just pin cushions and pot holders and things out of? It's adorable. And then we also have the one with the fairies with the little strawberries and flowers. And then we also have the coral, and I think the 2 greens are also available as backing kits. So you have 6 options for backing kits. And I know we have the link to that in the description. So if you're interested in getting the backing kit, if you think you're going to want the backing kit, order it with the kit, the quilt kit, because the backing kit ships free when we ship it with a quilt kit. If you come back, if you buy the quilt kit and then later on say, oh, I wish I got the backing, you can still get it, but you're going to pay shipping again. Whereas if you get them at the same time, the shipping is free on the backing kit. So if you think you're going to want a backing kit, just go ahead and do it so you have it, so you have your first choice of which ones, because I think some of these like really cute ones are going to sell out quickly, and then you can get free shipping on that. Oh, and you know what? I didn't mention that. I did want to tell you the price on the kits for the early bird special. So now through Sunday, the basic kit is $59.95, and the deluxe kit is $63.95. That's a savings of $16 over the regular price. It includes the binding, and club members, remember that you can get another 10% off of that. So really good deal. That's just for the next 6 days through next Sunday. So you'll want to do that. And again, I want to mention one more time, if you are joining us late, we're doing a giveaway for the kits. Put in the comments where you are tuning in from today and what you are doing today. In the next couple of minutes, we will be choosing a name at random, and that person will get the kit of their choice. Okay, do we have more questions? Applique instructions, yes. The applique patterns are included with the monthly blocks. So, I mean, I don't have an actual like tutorial, unless you're a member of the Art of Home Club, then we do have the tutorials for the machine applique. But if you've ever done machine applique, I mean, yes, you're gonna get the patterns so you'll get the pattern, like, I think the fairy is block 4. So block 4, you would get the pattern to either applique or hand embroider the little fairy. Block 2, month 2, we're gonna do 4 blocks, but they're all the same block. And they're very simple. They're these little stars. So month 2, you're going to get 3 different strawberry blocks and then the little mushroom block. That's going to be month 2. Which one was month 1? I think this one might have been, I think this is either month 1 or 3. I think this is month 1. And then I think, oh, no, wait. Okay. This is month 1. This is month 1. Then the little strawberries were month 2. This flower with the butterfly was month 3. And then the fairy is month 4. That's how it went.
Show it slowly.
Slowly, each block?
Whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay, I'll show the whole thing again. And here I don't know if you could see the bottom, but I'll fold it so you can maybe see the bottom if you didn't see that. And again, this one we did with the blue mushroom house backing kit, and there's our little quilt label that we did. If you remember, we said we do have the quilt labels available if you would like to get the coordinating label. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Anything that you think lots of comments. I know, because you're all entering to get this kit because it's so stinking cute.
We have over 1,100 comments.
Wow. Okay. All right.
We have 535 people watching right now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. It's so nice to see
people from South Africa and all over the U.S.
South Africa, all over the U.S., and probably other places too, but the comments are going so quick that it's a little bit hard to see them all. So let's see.
We have a couple club members asking where they find the discount.
Okay, so if you're a club member and you want to use your 10% discount on the kits, just go to the club website. The homepage always has that club discount code right there. I think it's towards the bottom. And if you click on that, it takes you right over to the shop too. And I think it might even automatically put the code in for you. I don't know. Something else to mention though about the shop, because people get confused. We have the Art of Home Club. If you're a member, it's a private website, so you have to log in to see the content on there. Now, a separate website that we have is our shop, where we sell products. And there is a login at the top of the shop. Sometimes people get confused because they think if they use their club member login information for the club site on the online shop, it's the same. They are 2 completely different websites. So if you're having a hard time logging into the shop site, it's probably because you're trying to use your club information to do that. You do not have to be logged in the online shop to purchase. What that just does is, if you think you're going to be purchasing again, I think it saves your information, like your email and stuff, so that you don't have to enter that information again in the shop. But you don't have to log in on the online shop, which is JacquelineSteves-shop.com. You do not need to log in order to make a purchase. Quilt size, again, is 48 by 56. It's great for any level. So if you are a beginner, if you just know the very basics of quilting, if you've ever made one quilt, you can totally do this project. If you know how to, like use your rotary cutter and do a 1/4 inch seam allowance, you can do this, because the blocks are actually quite simple, but the way they're laid out, it looks so much more complicated than it is. I was showing some of the ladies at the office who don't quilt this quilt, and I told them it's actually really easy to put together, and they couldn't believe it. They were like, no, really? That's easy? I was like, yes. It's very easy. It's just the way we have laid this out. It looks so much more complicated. You're going to be like so impressed with yourselves, and your friends are going to be so impressed with this quilt when you tell them that you made it. So I'll just show you again. Yeah, I mean, it looks complicated, right? Totally not complicated, totally doable, and we're doing it 1 month at a time, so it's going to be easy to keep up because the blocks are pretty simple. And then you'll get blocks July, August, September, October on the last Monday of the month. So starting July 25th, it'll be the last Monday of the month. And then November, the last Monday in November, you're going to get the instructions for putting all the blocks together and doing the borders. And then, so you know what, if you want this for a Christmas present, if you keep up with us like every month, the only thing that'll be left is like doing the quilting and the binding. And like if you really plan for that and are really ready to do that, you could do this as a Christmas present. It would be totally doable to do it as a Christmas present. Just be ready. Just know that, that last Monday in November, you're going to get the border instructions, and then you want to hit the ground running on your quilting and binding. Quilt design.
Is that included?
Like the block patterns. Yes, absolutely.
No. The quilting.
Oh, the quilting. No, sorry. I mean, probably what I can do is just take some photos like in the last month and show you what the quilter did. We don't give specific instructions as to how to quilt it, but I do believe that the sample maker this time did it on her domestic machine. So probably if you're pretty confident with quilting on your domestic machine, I mean, I could show you, I don't know how much you'll be able to see. It's easier to see quilting from the back than from the front. But here she's got like a scallop along that little border. She's got just like an X in the blocks, some diagonal lines here. So the quilting on this is pretty simple. I will try to, if somebody reminds me for the last month, to take some photos, some close-up photos, so I will show you how the quilting was done on this. Okay, more questions. So Quilty friends. Okay, so if you are watching this because you got the email and you clicked over to watch the Facebook Live, but you're not actually a member of So Quilty Friends and you want to be in the So Quilty Friends Facebook group, when you click to join, you're going to get some questions, like really simple questions, that help us to determine that you're like a real person and not a spammer. So you will get approved much faster if you answer those questions. Chris, do you remember what kind of questions we have?
What level of quilter you are.
Okay, so.
And.
I think, yeah, they're easy questions, like what level of quilter are you?
What techniques you like.
What techniques you like. So guess what? If you're a spammer from East Jabip and you don't know about quilting, it's going to be really easy for us to figure out that you are a spammer from East Jabip and we will not let you in the group. But if you just answer those simple questions that will pop up when you click the join button, it makes it much easier for us to just click the accept button and then you're right into the group. Okay. Are we getting ready to maybe draw a winner?
Sure.
Pick a winner. Okay. So Chris is going to right now randomly choose a winner. And I will just say thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a lot of fun. If you have questions, just write to us at comments@jacquelinesdees.com. We respond to all the emails, usually within 48 hours, unless it's like a holiday or a weekend. If you write to us and in a couple days you go, hey, I didn't hear from them, go check your spam. Check if you have Gmail, check your promotions folder. A lot of times emails end up there. So yeah, our answer may be sitting there. The other thing you can do before you even write to us is go to that frequently asked questions page, which I believe the link is going to be in the description here. That has a lot of answers to your questions too. So actually if you want to check that first, and then if you don't see what you're looking for, if you have another question, you can write to us at comments@jacquelinesdees.com. Another just reminder while we're waiting for Chris to pick the winner, in case you joined us late, the Joyful Spring Sew Along is ending. We sent out the last weekly pattern yesterday. So if you had signed up for that, go and check, get your patterns. If you haven't signed up for it yet, go sign up. We still got the link out there somewhere for the Joyful Spring Sew Along. Those patterns the links are going to be deactivated on June 18th, and then you will not be able to get the free patterns anymore. So don't just save the emails and think you'll just be able to click and get the patterns again. The links won't work. You need to actually have the patterns. So make sure as soon as you're done here, you go buy a kit first, make sure you're signed up, and then go and, what was I saying? I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't know. You're supposed to do something.
Who, me?
Go sign up for Joyful Spring. That was it. Download your patterns for Joyful Spring because they're going to be deactivated in the middle of June. So we have a winner. The winner is Karen Hay. Where was Karen from, did it say?
I think Cleveland.
Karen Hay from Cleveland. You have won the kit. So, Karen Hay, can you please email us at comments@jacquelinesteves.com or send us a Facebook message. We will try to get in contact with you and let us know. We're going to need your shipping address. We will need to know which kit you wanted. The basic kit, which would be for the hand embroidery or the applique option, or the deluxe kit, which comes with the panels. So, do you think I should show the kit one more time and explain the kit one more time for anybody who came in late? Okay. So, real quickly, just in case you came in late, 2 kits available, and I made a mess. First kit is the basic kit, where you're going to get the fabrics to do all of the piecing. You're going to get the fabrics for the binding, which is this really pretty coral. And you're also going to get the fabric that you need for the backgrounds to do hand embroidery or applique, because the free patterns will include the applique patterns and the hand embroidery patterns. What it will not include is a few of the fabrics that you need for applique. So like for applique, you will be able to use the 2 greens, you can use the coral, you can probably use some of this dark blue if you just like cut from the backgrounds for applique. But then there are going to be a few other colors that you need to fill in, like a gray and a brown for like the mushrooms. Another reason I didn't do the applique fabrics is because with the little fairies, I did not want to limit people to one flesh tone or hair color. You may want to make a very fair complected, blonde-haired fairy, or you may want to make a fairy with dark skin and dark curly hair. You know, I didn't want to make that choice for you, basically. So that was another reason why I chose not to put applique fabrics into the applique kit, because I know that people want to choose their own for that kind of thing. So that's the basic kit. That's what you will do for the hand embroidery or the applique, and you will get a list when you get your kit in the mail. It will have a list in there of fabrics that you will need, a few fabric scraps, fat eighths, fat quarters to complete the applique. You'll have plenty of time to go and get those. Then the second kit contains everything that I just said. That's the deluxe kit. Will also contain the panels. So you can do the panel version of the quilts. And an idea that I had, if you want to do that, is if you like hand embroidery but you also like the look of the panels, combine them and do both. So we've got the pre-printed panel, and then here I've done some hand embroidery on the outlines. There's the back of my block. So that just gives you kind of like a nice combination of the color of the panel plus the texture of the hand embroidery. Plus doing hand embroidery is really fun. So, I mean, if you order this kit in the next couple of days, you'll have it. You'll have plenty of time to work on hand embroidering the panels if you want to. You don't have to. Our sample, we just used the panels as is, and it came out super cute. So there's that. There's our labels, in case you're interested in the coordinating quilt labels. And there's the backing kits in 6 different options. I'll just show you 3 of them. 3 of the really cute prints, the strawberries, the little mushrooms and hummingbirds on the blue, dark blue, and then the little fairies and strawberries on the light blue. Any of these would make absolutely beautiful backings. And if you're going to want a backing kit, order it with the fabric kit, because then the backing kit will ship free. If you order the quilt kit now, you can come back later and buy the backing kit, but you're going to have to pay shipping on it, so you'll be paying shipping twice. If you order them together, the backing ships free. So if you think you're going to want a backing kit, go ahead and order that now with your kit. One, to save on shipping, and two, to make sure that you get your first choice in backing kits, because these fabrics are super cute. I'm not sure, how quick they're going to sell out. They may sell out really quickly. I'm not sure. Okay, so before we sign off for the day, do we have any other questions? Remember, this week is the early bird special.
Backing kit cost.
Backing kit cost. I think that's $32.95. $32.95. And then the early bird special on the 2 kits, you save $16. The basic kit, which was $59.95, and then the deluxe kit is $63.95, and that is through next Sunday, June 5th, right? Sunday is June 5th, I believe. I keep saying June 5th, but it's through next Sunday. It's on the website. So if I got that wrong, the correct information is on the website. So, are there any other questions coming in the comments before we sign off today? No? Okay.
Where do you find the backing kit? It's on our shop.
There'll be a link. There's a link in this Facebook, in the description to the Facebook Live. And there's also, if you just go to the kit product page, down towards the bottom of the description, it will also have the links to the other products, like the backing kits and the labels. So if you go to any of the Block of the Month products, the kit, the backing kit, the labels, just at the bottom you'll see the links to all the other coordinating products. So, if you think you want more than one thing, it's pretty easy to find them that way. So I'll show you the quilt one more time as we sign off. Again, check out that frequently asked questions page if you have any questions. And then you can always, if the answer to your question is not on the fact page, then you can email us at comments@jacquelineskews.com. So, okay, I think are we good?
I think so.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a great day, whatever you are doing today, Memorial Day here in the United States. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a wonderful, creative, fun day. Okay, bye-bye.